Today's a really exciting day because we have here our first Monolith Kamado oven that's arrived with us. It's a Monolith Junior and it's the first of the whole range that we're going to have set up here on our Monolith display. We've got some of the accessories set up here, we've got more arriving, and over the next few months we'll have one of each of the ovens set up here. So today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Junior and a review of it and showing you everything about it. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure to stick around for this video. Okay, so like I said, this is the first one of the Kamado ovens that we've taken delivery of now. There are 4 different ovens in the range. There is the Icon, the Junior, the Classic, and the Le Chef. So this one here is the Junior, which is the second largest one. So I'm going to open this box now and have a look what's inside. When you open the box, what you get is the Kamado oven, you get the 3 legs, 4 boxes, and the stand. So what we'll do now is we'll open up the oven and see what's inside there and take everything out. Okay, so let's have a look in here. We've got the grill and the deflector plate by the looks of it, and the lifting plate. Inside we have the fire ring. Ceramic firing. Put that down there. We take out lots of polystyrene, silicone. Oh, this is important. These little stainless steel things, they go on the feet. So a lot of people actually put the feet onto the stand and then forget that these have to go on the end of the feet. So just remember to do that. We've got the firebox in here. Let me take out some more of these. I've got holes in them, just be careful. So again, there's your ceramic firebox. And then at the bottom, a ceramic plate. And lastly, just another bit of polystyrene. So we'll put those all down there. I'm going to unwrap all of these and then we'll start putting it together again. Okay, so we're going to unwrap all of these. I'll time lapse this, and then once everything's unwrapped and ready to go, we'll put it all back together and I'll show you how I do it. What we're going to do now is we're going to put the legs onto the stand. So the easiest way to do this is to take the stand and turn it upside down like that, and then take your legs. These are cast iron, very heavy, same as the stand, really good quality. Don't forget the caps here, so push that through there, cap on the end, and then it simply screws in like that. And there we have it. The stand is put together. So the stand, if you notice, if you make these two your front two, they've got brakes on them to stop it from moving around like that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lift the Kamado and put it into the stand. So there we go, that's put together. We'll now start putting all of the bits and pieces inside the oven so it's ready for cooking. I'll bring you over now so you can have a good look at what we're going to do. So to make it easier for you to see, I'm just going to take the lid off so I can zoom right in and show you all the insides. This is simply done. There's a screw at the back here. You simply undo that screw and you can take the lid, lift it up like this, and it comes off like that. So I'm just going to put that over here. There we go. And now we'll zoom in so we can have a good look inside. Okay, so there we go. So now we are looking at the oven from the back. So the hinge is actually here. This is the front of the Kamado here, and these are the sides. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put the firebox in. This is the firebox here. This is what's going to hold the coals. If you look at this, on this side here, it's got a square cut out there, and that is going to go at the front, and it's going to line up with the hole at the front of the Kamado so that you can use your ash remover to take all of the ash out when you're cleaning it. So if you look down here, that square cut out there lines up with the hole on the front. So that's really important. The other thing to mention is to make sure that there's a nice even gap all the way around your firebox and the ceramic outer shell. So now that we've got that in, the next thing we're going to put in is the cast iron ash plate. So that sits on there. And so your coals will all go in there, and that will stop coals falling through, but the ash will go through there, and you will be able to remove that at a later date. So the next thing that comes in after that, this is the fire ring. And again, this has a cutout here, and that is for your smoker. So at the front of the Kamado here, there is an opening that you can put wood chips in. So obviously you want to line that up with that, so it's easier to put those in. And the easiest way to do is put your fingers inside. So line that up, and again, make sure you've got a nice even gap all the way around the side. Next up after that, we are going to put in our lifting grid. There are 3 grooves on here. There's one there, and there's one here. That's your lifting grid that goes in there. The next thing to go on will be your deflector plate, which goes on there, and that is for if you're smoking or you're indirect cooking. That will deflect any heat coming up directly, and it will push it around and create more of an oven. On top of there is your stainless steel grid. That's going to be your cooking area. There. So that's it. That's pretty straightforward. That's all there is to it in there. Not many parts to worry about. So that's it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lid back on and then show you some of the features about it. So there we go, that's that all put together. So the last thing we've got to do is put the cast iron lid on, and that literally just slides straight on like that. Make sure that's nice on there tight. Spins around, you've got a daisy wheel on the top there, and that's how you regulate the amount of airflow that comes in. So just to run through some things now. So to start at the bottom, you've got here, this is an air vent. So obviously if you've got that full open, it's going to let a lot of air in. If you open that right up, it's going to let lots of air out. You're going to have lots of air coming through, and the fire is going to be really hot. That's how you get it up to temperature really, really quickly whenever you first fire it up. And that's how you'd have it if you were cooking pizzas or you're baking bread. You want it as high a temperature as possible. Coming up from here, this is a really good feature. So this is a little catch that opens, and so when you're cooking, you can actually take this and you can put your flavored wood chips like your oak or your beech, your hickory or cherry, put them in there. That goes on there, and then you can simply push them into the oven while it's cooking without having to open the lid. And what that'll do is it'll give it your food that really smoky flavor, which is what you want when you're cooking. So we also have down here, this is your ash remover. So when you've finished, you can literally put this in here. If you remember, we lined it all up inside. This goes in here, and you can just use that to scrape out your ash. You can actually use it to lift your grid as well, if you want to, if you haven't got any oven gloves handy. Here we've got a nice bamboo handle with a stainless steel Monolith sign on it. You've got the band and the side handles here, which are stainless steel. That's really good. I know some of the other eggs and Kamados, they have powder coated painted ones, so if they get chipped they will start to rust after a while. You've got an accurate thermometer there which tells you exactly what the temperature is inside. That's really, really important when you're cooking, especially if you're cooking like low and slow and you want to keep that temperature. It's really good at keeping the temperature. Once you've set your vents at the right temperatures, at the right openings, it will then hold that temperature for hours and hours and hours. Just to turn it around, I'll just show you this. So on the back, this is the knob here. You undo that, lift this up, you can then take the lid off, and this becomes a barbecue then. So, and another fantastic feature is there is a plate, an accessory that you can get, which I haven't got here, but I will show you in a later video, that you put on here, and it extends the cooking surface area like that. So it suddenly turns into a really big surface area barbecue. So if you just want to do sausages and burgers and things like that, then you've got that option. So that's really good. There we go, tighten that back up. Everything here is stainless steel as well. Built to last. The lid, hinge, nice hinge. Very well built. Okay, so we turn that around. So we've got the smoker there, we've got the wheels. I've told you, we've obviously got the stoppers on the wheels. It comes in this burgundy red colour or like a glossy black colour. So you've got two different choices of colours on that. Around the side here, this is another feature which is really good. So this is if you're using your Guru. So a Guru is, and I have one here actually, a Guru, the Dynacue Guru, Barbecue Guru. So what that will do, or it gives you the option to do, is you plug a fan, you undo this and you plug a fan into here. You can then regulate that fan via an app on your phone, and it will regulate the temperature inside the Kamado. So if it's getting too cold, the fan will speed up and it'll heat up the oven, and vice versa. So you can put your meat in the morning, set the Guru up, and you can get it. It's via Wi-Fi as well, so you can go shopping, you can go out, do whatever you want, and you'll always be able to monitor it and change it from wherever you are, as long as you've got your phone. So that's an incredible piece of kit. So in terms of cooking, there's quite a few different ways of cooking on something like this. So the first, which everybody knows about, is direct cooking. So that is where you literally have, take your grill off there, you have the coals, have your charcoal in there, burning as hot as you like, you put your grid straight on there, and you simply just cook straight on that, directly over it. The next way of doing it is indirect, where you put your deflector plate onto here, and that redirects all of the heat coming up around. So you've got like a convection oven, it's going around and around, and that's what you would use for slow cooking or roasting or something like that. And you can also, you know, if you can reverse sear things like a tomahawk steak, where you would slow cook it for about an hour or so and then take that off, and then you would finish it off searing it on the grid. You can bake on this, you can bake bread. It's also a pizza oven, so you get it up to super temperature. You get the pizza stone is an accessory, you put that in there, it goes up to 700 degrees, and then bang, you just use your pizzas in there and cook those. So this is a great size oven if you're a couple or a small family. You can keep this at home, keep it in your garden. It's easy to store away. It doesn't take up much space, but you can still cook quite a lot on it. It's perfect also if you want to take it camping. You know, it'll fit in the back of your car. You can take it out of the wheels if you don't want it, and you've suddenly got a really versatile oven with you. You don't need any gas. All you need is some coal. And just to give you an idea of the sort of the size of it as well, if I just open that up, if I grab, I've got this, which is a hard hat. This is just a normal builder's hard hat. So I put that in there, close it down, and that sits comfortably over there. So that gives you some sort of idea of the size of it and the space that you have inside. So as I said before, this is the first of a few that we're going to be having down here, and we're going to have them all on display. So if you are local, we are based in Ringwood in Hampshire near Bournemouth. So if you are local, please pop down and ask us any questions and have a look at what we've got here. But that's pretty much it now for that. I hope you found that interesting. If you did, please subscribe to our channel. That really helps us. Hit the notification button and you will get notified every time we bring out new content. So we also have an Instagram and a Facebook account which we post. We try to post a couple of times a week. And and that gives you an idea of what we're currently up to, our kitchen installs, you know, and ovens that we're putting in there and barbecues. So we'd really appreciate that. Hope you enjoyed watching this. See you on the next one.